This week, we're looking at all the elements that are necessary that go together to create that perfect outdoor entertainment area. Now, one of the decisions you'll make when you're creating that perfect spot in your backyard is what surface to use. Here we had an existing masonry surface around the swimming pool, commonly called cool deck, and next to that, under this covered patio, we have a stained and scored concrete slab that ties right into the new slab that we poured. All of that will be covered with a slate tile and should look perfect. Now, but for some homeowners, the outdoor entertainment area that you may have might be a deck. And when you think about a wood deck, a lot of maintenance, a lot of upkeep, but there is an alternative. It's composite decking, and recently we worked with a contractor just outside St. Petersburg, Florida, where he's building this great looking deck.
The design of this particular deck was really had an extreme amount of input from the owners. We run into people who call us and say we want a deck and we don't know anything about it. So we go out and we try and pull things out of them, but the Rices really had a good idea of what they wanted. They have a space that could be really molded into a lot of different things, and it was an initial 2-hour visit that we kind of talked about this and that and whatever, and then that's been almost ongoing. Well, could we do this? Could we do this? And I love that kind of thing because they're really into it, and I think that when we're done, they'll be very happy. In Florida especially, pressure-treated wood, if you don't maintain it every single year, it has a life of probably 6 or 7 years, 8 at the outside. And people don't really want to sand and stain and seal with wood every year. They want to use the deck. They want to have parties. They want to do this or do that. So I always try to push the composite decks. They are more expensive, there's no doubt about that, but the longevity of them, the usability of them, the foot friendliness over time is really, really worth it. So I try to do that. Some of the lower decks, a lot of times in Florida, we don't have a lot of change in height as far as the ground goes, so we don't really have high decks. A lot of times we don't need railings a lot, but we'll use them as an accent because then it's not just like a patio, but it's more of an outdoor room. It influences traffic patterns and things like that. On this particular deck, we're using hidden fasteners because, especially with composites, you're spending all this money for this wonderful product and then you're putting screws down through it. And even the nice composite screws, you're still going to see the screw head. So we're going the extra step here and we're going to use the hidden fasteners, and it's going to look great.